Hi everyone. So today, doing something a little different. Instead of going through all the tiers and playing the bosses and the extra bosses when I get to them, I've ranked all of the extra bosses, so I'm just going to be playing through all of them. This does not include the Chimera bots because I'm doing something different with Wily 6. It doesn't include Zero because I'm doing something with Null and Void. So, yeah. So, at the bottom of my list, I have Tier 5 boss, Lord Wefru. I don't understand how to fight. I don't understand this guy, I don't understand how to fight him. It's one of the few extra bosses that I just don't enjoy. Okay, I guess you have to slide there. I haven't fought any of them in a while. I think most of his attacks are really hard to dodge. And he spends so much time where you can't hit him. Like, I don't know, maybe there's just one of those... You know, everyone has those few battles that they just have, like, unnecessary amounts of trouble with. This is one of them for me. Other than being weird and silly, I can't really say there's much about this battle I enjoy. Most of the bosses, even if I ranked them a bit lower, I'll usually be like, yeah, there's something I find redeemable, but this is one of the few I just blatantly don't like at all. And he also has a really long pattern, so like it takes a while to learn. He does like same attack twice and then just I don't know, I don't like it. Cool. Okay, also I'm gonna be doing a lot of editing, so you're not gonna see me jumping between all the areas, it's just gonna kinda be, oh, here I am at the next one. Okay, so here I am at the next one, and it's Gamma from the end of the arena. I don't think Gamma's a just terrible boss. Like, I think we're already out of the range of bad bosses, because I think there's really good quality control, and I think everything was made by really... I think most everything submitted to it was really good. I just think that this isn't a terribly interesting or great battle. This was made entirely with creation code shenanigans at first, which is, like, it was for the pit, which was neat, and I think someone had the idea to submit this as the pit boss, but they weren't on the pit dev team, so there wasn't much communication. Like, they just kind of made it. So it was kind of cool, but it didn't fit into the pit because there's already a boss. I think Galaxy Man's like just a really great boss and really, I don't know. It fits the ridiculousness, where this is just kind of decent. And again, he doesn't have a lot of... Oops. He doesn't have a lot of attacks. He doesn't really... He doesn't do a ton. But I don't think just because he's simple he's a really bad boss. He's just okay. So, that's why he's the closer to the bottom than closer to the top. Okay, yeah, he has a lot of, I mean, granted he is an end boss, but, yep, he's just okay. Okay, so the next one is Birdo. This is another case of, I think it's a okay boss, that just, there's not a lot here. I mean, it's way better than the MaGMML2 version, because the MaGMML2 version's so boring and plain, where I think that this is kind of a cool boss. It's also not very hard, like, yeah, you can die from the spikes right there, but Birdo's easy. Because, like, you can kind of just exchange shot for shot, and you won't have any issues. And again, right, and the egg across pretty cool. Having a kind of larger playing area, I like. But I kind of just wish there was more to the fight because it's over so quickly. Okay, so the next one I have here is Doorman. And this one and the next one, I think, are tied. Because I think Doorman's an adorable dork. And I think this is a really funny and neat battle. And the next one I kind of have the same feeling of. I don't know, also the music just... What, this is from one of those really weird, like, not 42. Maybe it is from 42. But, no, I think some of the attacks, it's really easy to put yourself in a situation where it's really hard to get out of. Wow, I'm dying literally once to every boss, almost killing it. And then not winning. Okay, that's just gonna be the trend for the whole day. And I like that there's the extra challenge that if you want to go through all the health bars you can, but you're not forced to. But the, that attack, when you're not below him, I think is really annoying to dodge. Like, I don't quite get how you're supposed to know how to dodge it when you're next to him. I guess maybe the idea is that you can't get stuck. But again, kind of the same case as the other one. The lack of... the, unusual arena, I think, really helps keep this as an interesting and standout boss. Well, it's kind of cool how when you get in the rhythm, it's, like, really easy. I think, looking back, I almost like this one more than the next boss I'm about to fight. Oh, I'll just head on to the next one. There's no reason for me to grab the element. But yeah, I really like Doorman. Just, I think, most of the bosses that are submitted that were submitted for the tiers are really, really good. Okay, here's the next one, which is the tier 8 boss, which is Jetman. Again, I think he... Also, one of the coolest arenas... I'm just not crazy about some parts of the fight. I think it gets really chaotic and really hard to tell what's going on every so often. But the wraparound effect is so cool. I love it. It's reminds me of the King Boom Boo fight from Sonic Adventure 2. Like, in all the good ways, because it's all about keeping track of where he is, where you're going, and which side of him you should and shouldn't be on. Oh my god, every time. He also, I had a lot of trouble with first fighting him. I think I was too amused by the wraparound gimmick to really pay attention to learning his pat. Ooh, that's neat. What is your oh, it's super arrow, I think. Yeah. It's kind of cool because it's a slower moving weapon around the huge thing. Okay, so this is my next one. Which I think is... Oh my god, I love this. Aesthetically. I love the just everything fucking breaking. Another worthless robot? It's been properly attached to your body. Oh, there's new base dialogue, I never knew that. But yeah, the only thing I really don't like about Cheat Man is the, What? Honestly, just the fact that he has an instant death move. Or, like, just destroys all your health, but the fact that, like, he makes text drop on you... he doesn't feel like any other Robot Master, and I love that. Oh, and all the visual effects going on around it, I love just it's so good. Even if the battle can be a little annoying, this one makes up for in flavor tone. Oh yeah, okay. Next one's the Tier 1 boss, and because if you go back there you fight Strawberry Milk instead of normal. But I still think that just normal Milk's a really good and solid boss, also not too hard. I don't know. Also, it being strange, I think it fits Tier 1. I've never played Estron 1. I've considered LPing it, or a while ago I was going to stream it and yell at Pyro as I played it, but it just didn't happen. But I think it was just a really good, fun, solid boss. I'm not dying to you. Cool. Yeah, no, I think just Milk's, like, simple, but at the same time, really effective and good boss. And it's not hard to read the telegraph, and it's not hard to, figure out what's going on or to learn how to dodge it. It's a good early game boss. Good shit. So the next one I have down is... Oh my god, I love that all the tier bosses are so unique. I mean, most of them are, but... the Scorchman duo, where you kind of fight two bosses at once, and then they compare themselves into, or combine themselves. I like the Sunrise one, but you know, it kind of takes a stupid idea and does it really well. I like it. On the other hand, the one health having a not normal number of health bars feels strange at first, but I think it works. Oh my god. Fusion. Oh yeah, here we go. Best boss ever. I think the pattern here gets a little, like... I almost wish there was another attack in here. But, I still really like this boss. Because I feel like... You heckin' serious? I overshot it. Yeah, with this, it's best to, try to hit both, because then you can kind of double the amount of frames that they're vulnerable. Which is why you can get them to go down way faster. Because I'm not awful at dodging that phase, but I usually get hit once or twice, so if I can decrease the amount of time I'm in the fight, that's a big help. Like I said, this phase... I think you get, honestly, even just one more attack in each phase. Maybe it'd make it hard to learn, and that's the issue, but at the same time, it feels a little, feels like it could be, more full. So the next boss we have here is Strawberry Milk, which is the, you know, the boy. Harder version of Milk. And I just think he's a much better boss. Not a lot better, but I don't know, Milk feels really easy and this feels like a better challenge. I recall someone said Milk was too easy, and then someone else just, I think it was Stove, was like, hey, let's buff him. And this is what happened, and I think it's really good. However, bosses are really not my strong suit, so I would say I think I like this better even if I'm doing worse at the fight. Okay, I'll do better this time. I usually don't die this many times on one boss. Yeah, okay, you gotta just time that better. This one I always have trouble dodging. There we go. Yeah, I really like Strawberry Milk. Good boss, good shit. So, next one is Pepsi Man. Ghost of Christmas Future with Fry Cook uniform. I love it. Honestly, I want to read Charles Dickens, except it involves a fry cook. Wait, isn't that just like a SpongeBob Christmas special? Also, this remix is like top-notch. RNG is being strange today. Or at least during this fight, because usually he does his... Okay, well, I'm glad I get to show it, because, in my opinion, one of the main parts of the fight is the slowdown technique. But that didn't really happen. I played Christmas Carol was one of the first train games I played, and I just kind of played it one day, and there it is. And I just kind of forgot about it for a while. I was like, oh hey, now I talk to the dude that made that game I played several years ago on a near daily basis, or at least hear from him. I don't remember who programmed this, but I don't think it was Ace. Is this a stove one? Man, B, I really thought you were gonna save me. Oh well. You'll notice that a lot of the bosses I like are slightly harder. I don't know, they feel more... A lot of them that are harder I think are more satisfying to beat, with the exception of someone like Elwefru. Elfuckeryu. Oh, here we go. I like the idea of these. One thing I hate is when you don't see them coming and then they're really fast. And it's like, you couldn't avoid it. Yep. So next one is the Voltman Assimilator, which is the boss of the Mega Arena. You fell for the glorious ruse, did you not? And now you are in our trap. You cannot escape from this eternal prison. Soon you shall become one of us. One of us. One of us. That was weird. I love the fucking absurdity of this boss battle. And the music. Just, so many Voltmen. So satisfying. I think this is such a good arena boss. And what an arena boss should be. Because it's something you definitely wouldn't see elsewhere. I mean, maybe you could see this in an entry, but I don't know. It feels like a bonus that you want to get to. And I don't think it's super hard, which is good for an arena boss. You don't want it to be way overwhelming, because you don't want to force someone to go through the arena way too many times. I think that's one good things about Galaxy Man. It's not quite the same thing. Or Gamma. This is a good fight. Oh boy, look at this handsome man. I love the Satan stars and the... Wow, look at all that Voltman power. It's like 70 million amps. And I like that as much as... Like, I like the Zero and just the stupid fight, but I like how this one, I feel like there's at least, Voltman puts in an effort. Yeah, good boss, good boss. So I had a realization that I did one of these out of order. So this is just gonna be, pasted where it should be. Why was Ombudsman a concept for a Robot Master? Either way, I love this fight. Who was the madman that said, I want a, not just a businessman Robot Master? Why Ombudsman? Oh my god. So of course we had to reference it in here. It's also really easy. It's placed to see stuff mixed together in ways no one else would dare to do just because it's so weird and bizarre and full of references most people wouldn't understand. I should probably give Nezumi Man a try, because it's always looked really good and fun. Cool, I beat him on my first try. Yeah, Butter Nezumi. Good shit. Okay, so this is where I'm probably going to start editing out deaths, because the next few bosses are a bit harder and a bit longer. But the moon here, the remix from Rad Gravity, Neon Gravity, like, Ace did such a good job making this, like, a more complete and full boss battle, even if it... And it feels like a real bonus challenge, because it's actually fucking hard. I think some of the attacks are really hard to dodge, and it requires a fair bit of learning, but I don't think that's a bad thing, just... I don't know. It was one of the battles, felt super accomplishing to learn how to do. I'm gonna probably beat him my second try. Yeah. I think it's so satisfying to learn how to fight the moon and how to do things. It just... The whole battle feels so good. Like, I think this is... I can't really point out anything wrong with the battle, just it's so good. I think that just... There's a few battles in this that are a bit better. But I think for what this battle's trying to do, I think it pulls it off super well. Yeah, the sliding on that's a little, ouch, a little tough. And incorporates the Rad Gravity gimmick, which could be a little mean if you didn't play MaGMML1, but, you know. Cool. I love that battle. So good. So good. Okay, so at this point we're on the top 3. This next battle is Galaxy Man, which I've done already, but I still want to talk about it. I guess I take some personal pride in this because I helped kind of come up with some of the ideas and formulated the general concept of the battle, even if I didn't do a ton with the actual making the boss. I think I said this in the pit video, but I wouldn't be surprised if some people didn't watch it because it was so fucking long. This battle was originally supposed to be based on Sans, where it was supposed to be ridiculously hard. Also kind of along with the theme that the pit wasn't supposed to be beaten at first. Granted, that was changed, and then the battle was changed to fit, I guess, more in line with what later became the plan. But it was supposed to be not just, ooh, this is cool and flashy, it was supposed to be like, geez, what the fuck is this? And you're supposed to be given 90 tanks and you were supposed to use all of them. Where in this, I think it's kind of hard to die. Unless you're like super, super clumsy. Also, the remix is one of the best Mega Man remixes I've ever heard. Thanks, Teal. On this, I know it's... it just looks so cool. I feel like Pyro might disagree, but this is the best fight she did in this. What are these missiles originally from? Are they the Wily Castle VR ones, or were they used elsewhere? Oh wait, no, I can't remember. Here we go. The big bad last attack. Just where you go full avoidance mode, and I'm not doing very well this time. Holy crap, I might die. I'm not dying here. This is the one I suggested. I don't remember suggesting anything else. It's not that hard, but oh my god, is it satisfying. So, here we are at the number 2 spot. Nightman. So the whole Nightman battle, I think, is one of the best in the game, other than the fact that you can crash it if you die in one of the last phases. Right, I haven't played 6 in a while. But yeah, for super bosses, again, him and Galaxy Man, so fucking good. I think this isn't the part you're supposed to die at. Nope. So here we are at Nightman, who's my number 2 spot. Who, well, as much as I love Galaxy Man, the ridiculousness that this battle gets to, I think, is a bit better than Galaxy Man's. I'm more okay with the other phases of this fight instead of this one. I'm just not great at... I haven't fought Nightman Buster. I don't know if even when I played 6 I fought him Buster only. But yeah, I think he's a better super boss than Galaxy Man, just all this stuff that happens in here. He's fitting for his spot in the game. Just, Entity did a bang-up job at this. And this silly, great moment. I recall that this is the single boss in the game with the most lines of code. I think the single object, which is why you can run out of memory when doing this fight. Yeah, I'm not great at this. Also, jumping between movement is kind of weird to me. It always takes me a little bit to readjust. Just something I don't really like about some games, notably Rayman 3, how it just throws on you different mechanics for the last boss. How do you dodge that teleporty thing? Guess you just have to probably be moving at diagonals more. You won't get caught in it. It's weird, like, I watched Rohan play this not too long ago, and, like, watching it, I can perfectly figure out what you're supposed to do in movement, but I'm kind of bad at figuring out on the spot. There we go. Let's make this cinematic. Right in front of the moon. Oh, yeah. Yeah, fuck the moon. Blow that shit up. Also the music here. I think the music definitely adds to the just... let's be completely over the top and unnecessary, but so good. Also, just being Super Saiyan, too good. Yeah, no, just this is one of the best boss fights. All of the, I think there's no attack in this that's hard to telegraph, which is like kind of surprising for the amount that there are. It's really easy to tell what's going on and figure it out. Because it'd be way too easy to just throw in some attacks that were horribly unfair. And I think all or most of them are really well done. It is kind of an endurance battle, though. It goes on for so long, but it's all worth it. I think it took almost like a week to just do this. I think this attack looks super cool. And like the amount of stuff with the background and just making everything, it's just so well done and so awesome. I'm not good at that attack. Oh, this is... like, it's not hard to dodge, but it just adds to the whole battle being great. I don't really know what to say at this point, just... There's third phase one... Oh yeah, this is... like, you know exactly what's happening, you know how to dodge it, this is what I want from a final boss. I don't really dislike Wily in this game, but... I prefer something like this. Okay, I'm gonna E-tank. Because if I die here, I crash the game. Which one's the... okay, this one's not too hard to dodge. Oh, I like that it splits up. And Galaxy Man destroys everything and the whole world. And that's it. That's Galaxy... Nightman. Why did I say Galaxy Man? Boom. And that's the second best boss fight? I don't know. I guess it's almost hard to top a super boss. It's just I think that there's one boss in this that, for other reasons, I like more. You could probably figure out by process of elimination, but... okay, so here's my personal favorite battle, or boss battle in the whole game, which is the remake of Glassman. And I like how silent it is in here, and then the tone of the music is kind of strange for a boss fight, but I really like how it works. Also, I have a really hard time fighting this guy, so I'm probably just gonna kind of do it till I beat him and probably cut a bit out. These whole, if you don't have them shoot out at you, even you can kind of shoot through them and abuse the iframes. But the whole battle it's so learnable, but It's really challenging, and it feels like a real, it's one of the few battles I feel like I knew I could do it, just I had a hard time getting there. So it felt way more satisfying than something that was either too hard and felt out of my range, or something that was really easy and was just, hey, this is cool. Where this is way more, I want to spend the time to learn this fight, and I did. Also, I think this battle requires a fair amount of concentration. Especially in the second phase, which I'm not great at. Wow, okay. That's the first time I've beaten him Buster only without an E-Tank. Yeah, I just think Glassman is one of the... It's something about the fight. I think it hits difficulty, for me personally, in exactly the right spot. Where as much as I like Night and Galaxy, I don't think... I don't know, they're a bit longer, so it's harder to just want to learn them. And that's also kind of what I like about the Moon. It hits difficulty really, really well. Where I think some of the other ones are fairly easy and they're still good and fun. But this one challenges me and is still really fun and engaging without feeling too much. So, yep, that's my opinion on all the extra bosses. I'll get back to uploading videos. It's going to take a bit to edit, but I'm going to get back to uploading levels soon. I'll be recording them with a new judging sheet. I don't know if that'll happen before or after this video, but yeah. See you next time.